welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna get right to the point. We're gonna do a trailer reaction to the new Saw movie, Spiral. Now, why they chose that name, I don't know. There's probably a reason somewhere. We're gonna see what's going on, who's in this. I don't want to waste any time. It's already gonna be mid-February and we got Valentine's Day around the corner, so we ain't got time to waste. So let's get right to it. All right, here we go.
What do you got there?
Oh, it's just my wife, Emma. This is my son, Charlie.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
While it lasts.
Nothing happier than the wife of a new detective.
Emma's cool, man. She's different. You don't know my wife.
You can give a woman 600 Tuesdays. It ain't worth 3 Saturday nights.
How much money you got? A lot. How many problems you got? A lot. How many people in doubt? A lot.
All available units, officer down.
Pray that you flop.
Detective Banks en route. Whoever did this has another motive. They're targeting cops.
This shit's gonna go sideways fast.
Someone's out there pulling all the strings.
You wanna play games, motherfucker?
Okay, so what do we think? First of all, I love that they used 21 Savages a lot in the intro. I mean, they got me grooving instantly. That was a nice welcoming to the trailer. And then, of course, Chris Rock, I knew he was gonna be in this. It's kind of funny seeing him in this kind of Saw atmosphere, and it kind of just changed to, oh shoot, like this is actually a Saw movie. It's not gonna be a comedy. There's some killer on the loose. I'm assuming the name Spiral refers to the tool or machine, whatever is being used to kill these people. From what I understand, I did read that Chris Rock is executively producing this film and he had the story idea for this. Those making this movie said that it's not going to be a direct connection to the previous Saw films, so you're not going to really be seeing Jigsaw, but it still ties to the previous Saw films, but it's not going to be like a continuation from the last one. It's going to go in a different direction. So there's someone out there committing these grisly murders in the city, so of course Chris Rock's character as a detective is thinking, well, this is awfully reminiscent of previous crimes and murders committed by Jigsaw, but with him dead, who's doing it or what's going on? And then I thought it was also really cool where his arms handcuffed to the wall like in the first one, and the guy, you know, had to do that with his leg and saw it off. I mean, how could we forget that moment? That was a really cool nod to the first movie. And also, just like Chris Rock's character mentioned, these crimes are being committed against cops. So the ones who are dying in these Jigsaw, Saw-like crimes are cops. So who's doing this to the police? What's going on here if Jigsaw is long gone? I wonder what those comments say. Let's check out the tea, shall we? Okay, first comment I see here. The sequel will star Will Smith called Jiggy Saw. I can't. What are people saying under this comment? Of course, Samuel L. Jackson has to have the only curse word in the trailer. I mean, it's true. That guy can say anything and just like make the movie cool. Again, just kind of what I said. Still kind of weird seeing Chris Rock playing a serious character. I mean, comedian goes into a serious role. It happens that way sometimes. Samuel L. Jackson and Chris Rock are the MF bomb kings. I'ma see it just for that. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of MF bombs all over the place. So yeah, be prepared. Little kids, cover your ears. I actually think This is a parody when I saw Chris Rock on the thumbnail. And it says, "My bad, bruh." I mean, not really, because it still looks entertaining, so it's not that bad, bruh. Someone says, "So much hype for Saw, I didn't even notice Chris Rock in the thumbnail." Me neither, to be honest with you. I didn't at first. I mean, I knew it was him ahead of time because I saw that the trailer came out just recently, so I knew it was him, but had I not checked that, I would have skimmed right over that. I would not have known it was Chris Rock. Yes, this comment deserves freaking stars, hearts, money. It says, "I like that they didn't spoil the movie. They didn't show much." Yeah, I really, really appreciate it when trailers don't give you the whole movie, because some trailers be doing that. You know it's true. And it's so annoying. It's like, well, I'm hyped. I'm pumped to see this, but if you're going to give it all to me now, it ain't that important, you know? Like they say, don't give all the goods out right away. You gotta wait, be patient, build some suspense, you know? Something to look forward to, huh? Someone commented here, "I love the way they presented the title, Spiral from the Book of Saw." Yeah, I do too. I feel like if it was just Spiral, it leaves you feeling a little odd, like, okay, spiral, like, what does that even mean? When they add the part that says from the Book of Saw, it's like, oh, okay, it makes sense. Like, it all comes together and it's part of the franchise. Someone put, "This looks a lot better than I thought it would be." Personally, I feel the same way. I feel like at first it was going to be, like, before watching the trailer, it was going to be real cheesy. Like, they were going to put in some one-liners and Chris Rock being all goofy. But this time around, Chris Rock wasn't really being funny, Mr. Funny Guy. He was being what a detective would be, and that's his role. Also, Samuel L. Jackson, he threw in the MF bomb, which you need that, you know, in movies like this too. So I do think this looks better. It was kind of like, ooh, let's see where this goes. And then once they got to the train tracks or the subway station tracks, you see the machine there, like all tattered and all broken down. And it's like, that's when it hits you. And you're like, boom, like, okay, this is Saw, you know, some serious stuff's gonna happen. This comment, it says, "Me. So, how many of these movies are you gonna make?" And then the response is 21 Savage, "A lot." They set themselves up for that one. This person makes a good point. It looks more like a thriller, like 1 and 2, rather than just straight up gore and horror. I like it and can't wait. Yeah, I think it's definitely going to be, like I said in the beginning, more suspenseful, more of a thriller type movie. And I'm sure there's going to be some gore and some gruesome stuff in there, but I don't think it's going to be anywhere near like overdone how it was after Saw 2. Like all those ones in between 2 and the last one, that's when they just went crazy with all of that. I think this one's going to be different. I think this one's more for like keeping you on the edge of your seat, like what's going to happen next. I think this person's right. I think they're onto something. Also, have to like give credit where credit's due. Chris Rock is the executive producer. So that, for me, I know of any movies that I've watched that have been executively produced by him. That's actually like horror, suspense, like this type of genre of film. That's gonna be really cool to see. Like, how does he work? You know, how does he think when it comes to these scary movies from the perspective of himself? You know, like how is that gonna happen? I'm excited to find that out too. It's probably a side of Chris Rock we haven't seen. Another comedian who makes a thriller movie. This will be epic and scary as hell. Yeah, if you remember, Jordan Peele made Get Out, and again, it's a thriller movie, and it really makes you think, takes you to the edge of your seat, and it is quite horrendous if you think about the plot in Get Out. That's really scary. It's terrifying. And like this person says, a comedian making another thriller movie, I think it will be epic and scary as hell. I mean, Peele did it, and Chris Rock's on his way. We'll find out in May. This one's a good comment. They said with the former Saw movies, they exhausted the Tobin Bell / Jigsaw stuff to ashes. So I hope this is just completely unrelated and just steps into a new direction. Yeah, I agree. I mean, how many times have we seen Jigsaw in all the Saw movies? I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired of it. I want to see something a little new. Like, of course, there's got to be a connection because it is part of the books of Saw, but I'm tired of Jigsaw. Let's try something new. Let's go in a different direction, just like this person says. And I think Chris Rock is probably gonna do that. I could see where he might think differently than someone else and incorporate a new perspective of the Saw movies. So I'm actually excited to see what comes of it. So my thoughts on this trailer, I, just like a lot of people in the comments spilling the tea, I agree. I really appreciate that they didn't give a lot of information in the trailer. So for any of us watching, it's Chris Rock as a detective with his detective friends checking out scenes of evidently some Saw related crimes. And that's basically it, other than the MF bomb that Samuel Jackson drops. I mean, it really doesn't give you any, not even a backstory, not any inkling or idea of what is actually going on and what's the whole purpose, like what's the actual plot. It just tells you, here's who's involved, this is what they're dealing with, building the anticipation, building the suspense. And that's what thrillers are great at doing. Any good thriller, you have to do that. You can't just give it all away, especially in a trailer. And this actually, of course, makes me want to go see it more. And I'm sure a lot of these people in the comments, they're saying the same thing. And to be honest with you, I've been watching a couple other trailers for scary movies. I did one for A Quiet Place, and I've done even non-horror movies. Like I did another trailer for Ghostbusters that's coming out this year. When I did those reactions, a lot of the comments, like, they're fairly, positive comments, but in this particular one for Spiral, the Book of Saw, a lot of people are saying they really like that there's not a lot of information given out in the trailer. It leaves a lot for the mind to start wondering and start thinking like, hey, what's going to happen? What's coming next? What are we going to expect? Anticipation. There it is. What's going to happen? And I think they did a great job at that. I think that was a smart move with the trailer. It was only under 2 minutes. Started with a great song, 21 Savage, and you got Chris Rock, Samuel L. Jackson. I think overall it looks pretty promising. Hey everyone, so guess who forgot to film an outro? Yeah, lighting is actually a real and you get to watch me fuss around with that. It's a challenge. Let's be real. I just wanted to say thanks for watching and hope you like the next videos coming up, more film, TV, music related stuff. And yes, I did purposely put this sample ballot behind me just to encourage people to vote. It is really important this year that we do that and make sure our voices are heard. So I just wanted to add that in there. If you like this video, feel free to subscribe, like, comment, let me know what you think, what you like about these videos, if you want more like them in the future. Share your thoughts. I'm totally open and would love to hear what you have to say. Thanks for watching, and remember, you're totally awesome and stay rad. Bye.